Alright, hello, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VII 3DS Remake. See, what was I doing last time? It's like I know I recorded like 4 or 5 videos on Thursday, a few days ago now. But just as I was getting set to record the 5th one, got unexpectedly called into work that afternoon. That kind of killed the idea of making any more videos until now. But now I forgot what I was even doing. I really should start watching the ending of the previous video, the last one I recorded, before starting a new one. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. I was trying to find that tower for the next plot sequence. Now that I got the sizzling stone, well, sort of. The guy who owns it won't sell it to us, so he's tagging along with us as an unofficial party member. That's right, I ended the last video trying to find that damn tower that sizzling stone will open. I even further remember I said I was going to look it up between videos. But then again, just as I was about to do that, I got the phone call, somebody asking if I could cover for the person who was scheduled to work to close Thursday night since they couldn't make it. Yeah. I mean, with all due, maybe they truly were sick, and unlike a lot of people I've known over the years, weren't just playing hooky because they didn't want to work. But it wouldn't surprise me if, in all my years of working, I've seen so many people. Anyways, another subject for another time, I'm just saying. What a way to start a video, trying to remember what I did last time. Well, actually, since last time I've been thinking maybe I do need to explore those areas that are still blinking white, or upper right corner there, that are still unmarked basically. I mean, they're there, but they're all shaded white yet, meaning unexplored. Maybe it is in there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, the wetlock area and all that I just did in the previous few videos would be in there, but maybe that tower is somewhere in that area. That's why I can't find it here. So, again, I hate... Oh, here we go with this again. I remember it did this like 5 times Thursday during those videos I recorded. Yeah, you can barely see where I am on the map. Okay, I see. Down there in the bottom left, bottom right corner, slowly coming up on the southern stretches of the new areas to explore. Yeah. Really got to kind of, at least I do, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but really got to kind of strain my eyes to try to see the icon of where I am on that map. At least at first, once I spot it, it's okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's that. Can't get in there yet. Actually, hold on. Is there a place to even one of the already explored areas? There we go. Yes, definitely. That's right. Why am I exploring the outdated, old-fashioned and outdated way? when in the last series of videos I did. I got a better mode of transportation than that silly old ship. Yeah. Can get over some barriers. Granted, it's a little ridiculous. You can't fly over little shrubberies, little bushes. I mean, I'm guessing these are supposed to be full trees, but yeah. But if we're flying so high in the air that trees look like shrubs, how come we can't? I mean, granted, I guess I kind of make myself sound stupid. It's mountains are quite tall, I guess. So if you're thinking, physically, yeah, you'd really be having to. Can't speak today. You'd really be having to be flying quite high to be able to fly over mountains, I guess. So, but anyways, it's just point being, obviously, just by looking at some of these areas, this isn't going to be our final mode of transportation. To get into areas like this, we're going to be needing to fly a little higher. So yeah, obviously we'll be getting at least one other vehicle later in the game. In the meantime, however, let's see. Is there anything around here? I mean, there's that area that I can't get into yet. See, there's this. That's still in the unexplored area. Okay, how do you land this Cilia? There you go. Okay, what's this place? Wait a minute, I don't think this is unexplored. I've been here before, haven't I? This is what I'm thinking it is. Oh, okay, never mind. It is one of the new areas. Okay. Hartlepool. Yeah, okay. Except for, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened to the town that was down here? So it's going to be like Green Thumb's Garden? Decent sized town in the past. Come here in the present day and there's nothing. No, this is actually worse. At least Green Thumb's Garden, there was some kind of sign that there had been a town there at one point. Here, there's absolutely nothing. There ain't even ruins of buildings left behind, like there was over there. What? Where? I guess they decided not to rebuild after the flood. I guess. They all moved over to one of the other. Yeah. Okay, that's Wetlock. But wait a minute, there were two towns over here, I believe. Something split on sea or something like that. And weren't there? Pretty sure there was. They're both gone. Huh. Oh well. Whatever. Storyline wise, it matters not. Gameplay wise, oh, it's kind of weird. Actually, say that the other way around. Gameplay wise, it matters not. Storyline wise, it's kind of weird. Where'd those two towns go? I mean, how much time has passed since we were here the last time? I mean, I know I raise that question a lot in these videos, but it's just something that always bugs me every time I play this game. Get to points like this. The towns that were once here are now completely gone. How long has it been, and what happened during that time? I mean, again, gameplay-wise, it doesn't matter in the slightest, but for story purposes, where did everybody go? Guess they all moved here, decided not to rebuild their towns after the flood. Yeah. But then again, this town isn't any bigger. This town isn't any different. Still looks exactly the same as it did however many years, decades, centuries ago it was that we were here last time in the past. All right. Oh, there's a fragment to be found here. But before I do that, let's see, where was... Now that we've been here, yep, there it is. It shows up on the return zoom spell list of places to go to. Now, yeah, see, now our ship is here, so... Little trick I learned, so to speak, all the way back to Dragon Quest 2 or 3 in the early 90s. I think it was part 3, first time I really started doing that. Make exploration on foot, make your way to Remoldar, then get your ship there by returning there, so you can sail it up north to get... That was what, 1992? Yeah. Well, here in America anyway, part 3 came out in Japan in 1988. But guess it took them 4 years to translate and localize it. Didn't come out here in America on the NES until early 92. Anyways, somewhere around here, I don't remember exactly where, you know what, I'm not in the mood for random battles against pipsqueak little aquatic enemies that are going to give us very little for EXP, experience points. So, oh, none of us have it. What? Okay, never mind. I guess I'm going to have to put up with that. I was going to say I'm not in the mood for fighting minimal enemies for practically non-existent experience points gains, so I'm using the repel spell. None of us seem to have that at the moment. I think a sage would. Sage is supposed to have every spell in the game. Guess I'm thinking too much of Dragon Quest 3. This game I've been playing a lot of lately. Thanks to the 3D, or the 3D, HD 2D remake that came out last November. Replaying that again. Waiting for the remakes of 1 and 2 to release in that remakes of 1 and the remakes of 1 and 2 in that style to be released in October. Alright, so I guess I get to put up with fighting pipsqueak enemies for very little experience while I try to find what I'm looking for here. Somewhere in this area. So I gotta go back to the Shrine of Mysteries and change, or not Shrine of Mysteries, the All-Trades Abbey rather, change job classes to some vocation that has the repel spell. Okay, well, where is that place? Could have swore it was just off the coast here. Great, this whole video is just mindless exploring, trying to find what I'm looking for. Whether it's that tower for the Sizzling Stone scenario, or landmarks of sorts for this Wetlock sequence. One way or the other, it seems like this whole video is just going to be me looking for... Great. You know what? Pause the video until I find what it is I'm looking for here. Alright. There I go. Too far east, and now I'm on the western side of the world map. Kind of miss that in these older games. Like the first Final Fantasy game. Much easier to get from... Okay, what was the name of that town? Oh, frick, I can't even remember the name of the town anymore now. Town in front... Town closest to the Earth Cave that you get to just after getting the TNT and opening that canal. From there all the way over to Crescent Lake. Quickest way there on ship is to sail south around the coast that had the peninsula that has the Earth Cave, and then head west and keep going west until you go from the western side of the world map to the eastern side of the world map. Yeah. You can do that in older games. Then they come out with these amazing new games. Well, not so new anymore now, 8 years ago, but Breath of the Wild for Zelda and Dragon Quest XI for this series, where if you go so far, that's it. You can't go any further in that direction. Why? Why is that? In the older games, the map's just looped. You go too far in one direction, and you're up on the other side of the map, around the world, so to speak. So much for the progression of game design. Not old games for the win. In that regard, anyways. I mean, I don't want to sound like one of those aging old that thinks old games are automatically better just because they're old games. But in this regard, yes. At least in the old games, you could just go from one side of the map to the other. You didn't have any of this. You can't go any further, like Breath of the Wild, when you try to go too far in any one direction. If they could program the maps to loop in older... Makes a lot of sense. I don't know, maybe it has to do with RAM and memory issues. I don't know. I don't see how that would be a big deal, though. You're just going, the map is just looping over. It doesn't change anything. Yeah. Anyways. Alright. Back here. Just to see something quick. As I'm exploring on sea and getting tons of random battles. For 40 experience points, 46 experience points. Which, in the long run, doesn't matter for much. I mean, I like grinding as more than most other people do, actually. But 42 experience points per battle. When you need over 1,600. Doesn't amount to much, so yeah. Alright. If I want to... No, I don't want to save my game. Nope. I really wish they'd stop doing this in these games. It asks you if... I mean, I've been over this rant before, but it asks you if you want to save your game, and you say no. Then the game still has the audacity, the gall, the nerve to ask if you want to continue, knowing full well that you just declined the opportunity to save your game. And one further no Answer means you just lost 3-4 hours of gameplay, or however long you've just been playing since the last time you did save your game. Yeah, I know. Listen to me rant like you'd think I'd been there before. No, I don't want to save my game. No. Ah, shit. I think I just said no one too many. Oops, there goes 5 hours of game. All that grinding I just did since I got home from work. Ah! Yeah. The person who thought that was a good idea should be fired. What? I said no, stupid. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's... See what I mean? Of course, I just saved my game recently, so this wouldn't be a big deal. But even if it had gone that way, at least I guess that's what they're they realize it. But how hard would it be to just not ask? If you say you don't want to save your game, then just end the discussion right there. Don't even bother putting in those extra line of dialogues asking if you want to continue or not. The person just said they didn't want to save their game. That should be a shoo-in that they do still want to continue. Duh. How bright can we be, developers? Not. Oh, wait a minute. They just said they don't want to save their game. Obviously, they're not ready to quit yet. If they were ready to quit, they would have said, yes, they want to save their game. Okay, yeah. Developers are so smart, they are. Not. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of that. No, I don't want to save my game. No. Ah, yeah. Oops, there goes 5 hours of grinding. Literally 5 hours of grinding. Just poof. I get to do it all over again. Yeah. Anyways. Now then, back to what I was doing. No, forget the ship this time. Oh, get out. Really? What the heck was that? That's better. Forget the ship this time. Use the carpet. No random battles. I mean, if the enemies were giving you more than 40 experience points per battle, I wouldn't mind. Bring on the battles. A little extra grinding while I look for this location. But no. Somewhere around here, there should be that citadel, sunken palace, whatever it was, where we fought that boss last time, and as a result won the mermaid moon item that we needed to get this carpet we're now using. That entrance should still be around here somewhere. Wait a minute, what's this place? Oh no, okay, that's just it. Oh wait a minute, no, that's not. Okay, well, never mind for now. Not looking for other things. Okay. Pause video again until I find it. Again, this is another example of why I don't do live streams. Live streams, the viewers would be forced to watch me mindlessly explore, trying to find what it is I'm looking for, regardless of if it takes 10 minutes or 2 hours. Because there is no way to, well, I suppose I could be right back screen while I, but you'd be watching that. Whereas with these pre-recorded YouTube videos, I could just pause it, go take my break, or search for my Citadel entrance, and come back once I find it, however long that takes to do so. So right here, right now, this is another reason why I probably will never ever do live streams. Oh, go the right way, will ya? I'm never gonna find it if I keep flying in the wrong direction.